We're at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to take you on a tour here and show you everything they have to offer. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here and you enjoy Myrtle Beach videos, be sure to click subscribe and the bell so you won't miss anything new. And a big shout out to every single one of our subscribers. We appreciate you so much. Here we've got Dave & Buster's, and that is a giant arcade restaurant bar complex. And then right here where you see Oz, that has actually shut down permanently, and we haven't heard what's coming there next. So I'll be curious to see. Then over there is Bar Louie, which is a fairly new, really huge sort of sports bar. They've got a lot of TVs, they've got a giant bar, they've got food as well. As you can see, they've got brunch on Saturdays and Sundays with $2 mimosas. They've got Crocodile Rocks, which is dueling pianos. So this avenue area of Broadway at the beach is basically this sort of bar, restaurant, entertainment area. It's where you're gonna have more of the restaurant bar. There are other restaurants around Broadway as well, but I'd say this area is more towards the entertainment. You've got your Wahlburgers and your Hard Rock here. And on the end, the American Tap House. If you're wondering where the people are, this is actually before opening. It's easier to get everything filmed before opening, so we are here before anything is open for business. There's the Hard Rock with their outdoor seating. That's interesting, they've still got their Christmas decorations up. It's like we're actually well into January now. Got the beautiful fountain and Charlie's. We actually enjoy coming here and walking around in the morning. It's kind of a peaceful time to come and take in the sights. Still a fun place to walk around, and you've still got everything to look at and the lake. It's a pretty place. Well maintained as well. The store right up here, this ice cream candy, that is a fairly new store. It just opened last year, because I keep forgetting the years turned over, so it opened in 2020, so it's pretty new. What is your favorite store or restaurant or entertainment at Broadway at the beach? Leave us a comment and let us know. I don't even know what to say now. It used to be the Aquarium, and it kind of still is, but there's a lot of things at Broadway I like. I love the Ferris wheel. It's a really great ride. But yeah, we really enjoy the Aquarium. And we've also enjoyed several of the restaurants here. We like Hard Rock, and I know Brian likes Joe's Crab Shack. I do too. And we like the Grumpy Monk. So lots of different places to eat here. Lots of different entertainment options, shopping options. There's Ron John's. It's a chilly morning this morning. It is about 32 degrees. Someone lost their umbrella, drink umbrella. Brian just pointed it out on the ground. Someone had a good night last night. But it's about 32 degrees this morning, and with a little bit of a wind, the wind chill is in the 20s. Thankfully, it's not very windy, but it's quite chilly. The sun is nice and bright though, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous day. Crystal clear blue skies. We get a lot of really beautiful sunny days in the winter here at Myrtle Beach. There's Landry's. We also like Landry's. We haven't been there in quite some time though, but that is also, they have good seafood and they have a lot of different options, so if you're not just in the seafood, they have other options as well. Wow. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful. I don't know if you can hear Brian. He just pointed out this bridge has got frost on it. It's got a layer of ice. I don't know if that'll show up on the camera, but it absolutely does. I'm gonna slow the walk down just a little. That's unexpected. Yeah, it is slippery. Wow. Over here it looks a little less slippery. Over here. Okay, I was not expecting that. Wow. I don't think it rained last night, so I guess this is just frost. from overnight that's frozen on the bridge. Wow. You can see some frost here on the rail and frost over there on that dock as well. I'm surprised they haven't salted this because now the aquarium opens around 9 a.m. and most, well, it just slipped again, and most other things don't open until later. So maybe they will salt it by then, or maybe it will be warm enough that it won't be iced over. But yeah, I'm surprised to see they haven't put salt or sand down. All right, that looks like the end of it, strangely. It was just in that one area. There's WonderWorks. If you're not familiar with that, that's a family-friendly, it's hard to describe really. They have a lot of what I call edutainment. It's like educational, but also entertaining, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of activities, a lot of hands-on activities. They have a rope course in there. They've got the external rope course as well, but they also have a internal rope course, all different kinds of activities. We took our nephews there when they were younger, and I think everyone enjoyed it. It's pretty neat. There's the Ferris wheel. Actually, we're back to a little bit of an ice situation. Yep, slippery again. We're both sliding a little. There's the Ferris wheel. And this is Pavilion West section of the rides. Oh, we've got some ducks. Yep. Good morning, Mr. Ducks. Those are mallards, and those are the males. The bright green head. Hi, Mr. Duck. They're used to getting fed. You can tell they're not afraid of people at all, but they've got several family-friendly rides in this section. We love that Ferris wheel. It's a lot of fun. They have a drop tower, carousel. So this is Park West, or West Park of the Pavilion rides. And then there's also Central. East is no more, but there's also the Central section, which we'll pass in a few minutes. If you've never been to Broadway, so this is obviously off-season, but they are still open. Sometimes the rides shut down for periods of time, so you always want to check their website for information on that. But otherwise, most things are still open in the winter. Some things have reduced hours, but most things do not close completely. The aquarium keeps their pretty much normal hours, so they still open at 9. A lot of other things change their hours, opening hours from 10 to 11 in the morning. So they do adjust slightly when they open, but most things are still open. Except for, like I said, that sometimes the rides close down for periods of time in the off season. There's the Grumpy Monk, which I mentioned before. And I'll try to remember to link below. We do have a review of that when we ate there, and we rather enjoyed it. And they have a lot of craft beers if you're into craft beer. And so that's a good place to go, and I think they rotate them as well. So if you go one time, you might be able to get something different the next time, which is pretty neat. I don't think I'll be getting ice cream today. How about you, Brian?
I'll pass.
It's a little cold for some Ben & Jerry's today. Oh, look, they still got the Christmas tree up too. It's interesting because we're actually past Epiphany now, so it's unusual to see all the Christmas decorations still up. Was not expecting that. I think Brian and I are fine with Christmas year-round. I have no problem with Christmas decorations still being up. Actually rather love Christmas. Oh, Brian just noticed they're slowly taking the big tree down. So we'll get a closer look at that in a minute. I'm gonna move over here so the sun is not shining directly into the camera so you can see. So now you can probably tell the bottom of the tree is gone. So they are dismantling the tree. It is a beautiful tree though. I think Broadway has the best tree here at Myrtle Beach. It's very beautiful at night when it's lit up, but it's beautiful during the day as well. And they put it up every year. It's really nice. I didn't realize it came apart like that. That's pretty interesting to see in this sort of half dismantled state. Interesting. That's a big job. So you also have this bridge right here that goes straight back over to the avenue where we started. So you can cut across there sort of in the middle. But yeah, this is pretty interesting. You look up through the tree. And here is Pavilion Central that I mentioned before. This is where bigger thrill rides are, more extreme rides. You get that Speed XXL back there, and also the Beast over here, which is one of Brian's favorite rides, and those are more on the extreme side. There's the Sugar, Quiet Storm Surf Shop. It's pretty nice here at Broadway too, because they have, you know, in a typical, granted last year was nothing typical, but in a typical year they have a lot of new stuff come in. This year's been different, as mentioned, but it's not a place that stays stagnant. You get new things, things change, things come and go, and so that's kind of nice too, because it keeps it fresh and mixes it up a little bit. There's Yamato, which is a Japanese steakhouse type restaurant. And a really bright sun. I know I mentioned what was your favorite of anything here at Broadway, but also what's your favorite place to eat? Here's Sweet Carolina's. If I had to pick just one place, I think my favorite is Hard Rock. I really love their burgers. They have amazing burgers there. I know it's a chain, but they do burgers right. They know what they're doing. What would your favorite be, Brian?
Joe's Crab Shack. All about the seafood.
In case you couldn't hear him, he said Joe's Crab Shack for the seafood. And I like it too. They have really great sort of buckets of crab. They're really good. So yeah, I like it there too. I think another thing we enjoy at Hard Rocks is the atmosphere. Sometimes they have live music and they play videos, like sort of like old type MTV videos, actual music videos, and that's fun too, because we really like music and we enjoy the music there. Tiki Gems is a huge gift shop, really, really big. And it's interesting, this Aquarium shoes, it has been here forever. Has it been here since the beginning of Broadway? It seems like it. It has been here forever. Definitely been there, and it's a big store too. It's a really big store. Be very curious to see what comes up in this 3D theater. It used to be like an IMAX, and then it was big 3D theater, and then they had a magic show, but they took all his placards down, so I'm curious to see what's coming there next. There's Joe's Crab Shack that Brian just mentioned being his favorite place to eat. And then here's the Symptoms 4D theater experience. And here's a tip, if you haven't seen our previous videos, you can visit the Quickie Mart there without going into the show. So if you just want to go in for free and check out the theming in the Quickie Mart, it's pretty cute. They really did a nice job with it. They do. They've got, I think, is it Lard Lad donuts? And they have the squishies that come out of the machine. There's that big theater that I mentioned. And then we'll go over here and look at some of the concept art for the new section that will eventually come, but we have no timetable. I think it has been delayed because of the, you know, past year that we've had in the economy. But they are adding this Key West section. And they're also going to add something called the Hangout. And that is going to be a giant bar, restaurant, you know, type complex. Here's another concept art of the Hangout. So that looks pretty cool. So it'll be really interesting to see what that's like, but they haven't even started breaking ground. So it's we're a long ways off. Like, I would not expect to see that until 2022 at the earliest. I would be shocked if they could get anything open sooner than that. Let's take a look back towards the lake here. All right, is this, yeah, this bridge has frost on it as well. So I need to slow down just a little bit. There's that nice view back over the lake there. This is, to me, what makes Broadway, is the fact that it's built around this lake. It's just so pleasant and peaceful and relaxing. There's something about water. And in the warmer weather, they do have speedboats. That's what this is for right up here. They have speedboats that go up and down. But it's really nice. This is one nice thing about this time of the year. You don't have the boats and you don't have as many helicopter tours. You still have them that go over Broadway, but not as many. So it's a little quieter, a little more peaceful. And then this way, we have Margaritaville, we have the Hampton Inn, and we have some very icy bridge, but the Hampton Inn Hotel, Margaritaville, and then there are a few more stores right over there next to Margaritaville. And so that's another section that you can go down that bridge and enjoy more shopping. And I know Margaritaville is hugely popular. And this bridge is very, very slick. I'm gonna take baby steps. Definitely not something I expected when I got up this morning, especially here. It's not usually this kind of frozen. Well, and especially since we don't have any rain or anything. As you can see, it's super clear. Lots of pigeons this morning. So this is the back of Ripley's Aquarium, obviously. And it is massive. We do have a full video that we did fairly recently of the aquarium, and we also have some full tour videos. So I will try to link at least one of those below if you're curious to see what it is on the inside. But this is super icy, so I'm gonna stop right here recording so I can focus on walking, and I'll pick back up right over there. And here we are at Ripley's Aquarium. It's pretty funny. They're playing ABBA's Dancing Queen right now, which is kind of funny. But anyway, like I said, this is a huge aquarium, and we actually really enjoy it a lot. And they do have a penguin habitat, which was new in 2020. They aren't quite open yet. This is still before 9 a.m., but they do open at 9 a.m., even in the off season. They're pretty much open, I think, every day, because they were open on Christmas Day this year. So I think they open pretty much every day because they have to take care of the animals anyway. So might as well open. I want to say this is the first time we've been to Broadway this year that I can remember that there aren't a bunch of people like either exercising. I guess it's just the cold keeping people in, because we've seen quite a few people just using it for exercise in the morning, which isn't a bad idea. We do our exercise in our neighborhood, but I could see coming here. It's a beautiful view, as you can see. You walk with this view. There's quite a few stores along this section. And this Smoky Mountain Handmade Knives is a fairly new store that replaced the Yankee Candle Company. I know the Yankee Candle store was very popular. I was really surprised to see that close, because I know a lot of people really enjoy shopping there. All these other stores have been here for quite a while. We're actually a fan of this retroactive store. It's pretty cool. They have a lot of, you know, obviously retro, and you know, we grew up in the 70s, 80s, so we enjoy a lot of the stuff they have in there. Another Ben & Jerry's if you need some ice cream, Brian. And there's Paula Dean's kitchen. That is massive. That is not somewhere we have been, but if you have and you enjoyed it, leave us a comment and let us know. They've still got their Christmas decorations up. Pretty decorations. And then we've got the general store up here, which is a giant gift shop right here. And then most of the kiosks do come down, but this is a permanent kiosk, this Frappaggio. But during the off season, they do take a lot of the temporary kiosks down for the season. So there's a few things in the window of the general store. And then this used to be a Victoria's Secret, and it is not. As you can see, it is empty. Haven't heard any announcements on what's coming there. And then you've got the little playground here. And then here's the Stupid Factory, which has a lot of sort of funny t-shirts and that kind of thing. Yeah, there's tons of shopping here. Lots to do. It never gets old for us. We really enjoy it. It's a fun place to come, and we just enjoy walking around even if we don't go inside anything. Obviously, that's what we're doing today. It's just a great place. But a lot to do here. A lot of fun. We spent a lot of time here enjoying all they have to offer. There's ride makers. And up here, we're back to the restaurant district now. Right here on the left, that used to be the Key West Grill, and that has permanently closed down. And we don't know what's coming there next, and that is a huge restaurant, so it'll be interesting to see what fills that. And there's Roosters. Now we've made a full circle. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.